What is up, fellow vapors? Welcome back to the Man Cave and Man Cave Vapes. Been away for a little while, had a lot going on. My kids were sick. I've had the owners were on vacation at the store, had a lot more hours down at the store. Had a lot going on, guys, but welcome back. We're back here at the Man Cave, getting this ball rolling again with this channel, keeping you guys updated on all the information that you need to be updated on. First thing on the list, guys, which is the most important, which I did a small, like 5-minute video on yesterday, just because it was super important that I got the word out. They're looking at 3 bans right now. We're on CASAA.org, call to action, CASAA.org. That's the site you guys can go to stop these bans. They list all the bans in detail. They give you all the numbers for the senators that you can call and oppose these bans. Now, what you can do, this is what you can do. You can go on that site, or you can stop down to Queen City Vapor. We printed out all the pages, and we highlighted the important parts and the numbers and the people that you can call to oppose these bans. This is the only thing we can do, guys, to stop this from happening. If you guys want to continue on vaping, you want to continue on having your fluids at a nice price, you still want to have a healthier alternative to smoking, then this is what you got to do. I mean, even if you don't vape and you support vaping, a call would be greatly appreciated. If you could take, 15-20 minutes out of your day, give these guys a call, leave a short, brief message. It can be just as simple as, I oppose these bans. I oppose the bans on e-cigarette tax and label them as a tobacco product, and I oppose the ban of banning e-liquid in general. I'm going to go over the 3 bans here in a minute, but right now I want to cover what you can do and what we can do as a vaping community to stop these bans from happening. I'll have a link to the description to CASAA down in the bottom, and everything that you need to know will be on the right-hand side of the page. And it lists right down the line in description, and it gives you all the numbers, and it gives you spots to click, detail in ban numbers, and everything that you need to know. So when you call them, you can leave them a message and tell them that you oppose the bans. Now, if you're more comfortable speaking or leaving a message with the senator or the speaker that is in turn dealing with these bans, it is helpful to get more in detail. Tell them how long you smoked, that you've quit smoking now, that your health has greatly improved since e-cigarettes have came around, and just state your case and why you don't think they should be banned. Now, if you're not, just leave a simple message. All it takes is that saying that you oppose the ban. You can also email, but emails will get lost sometimes in translation. The phone calls are going to be your #1 priority. I know a lot of people don't use phones, but they still do dial, guys. They still dial, and you can still talk on them without having to text. I know it may be old school, but they still do the purpose of calling and talking to an actual person. I've actually called all these numbers myself. I did not get an answer machine one time. I spoke to a representative, and they were gladly willing to help me out, wrote down everything I had to say. They were in turn also said, great, we'll get the message right over to them. Thanks for your call. Everybody was very friendly and very helpful. So that's what we can do, guys, and that's what we need to do. If we're going to continue on vaping, enjoying our vape world without having nasty cigarettes, that's what you guys got to do. So spread the word, guys. Get it out there. Tell everybody that you know. Hey, could you call this number and just say you oppose the e-cig ban? That's all you really need to do. Whether you're a smoker, whether you're not a smoker, it doesn't matter who it is. You can go around and spread the word to everybody and say, hey, can you call these numbers and just do this for me? Take 10 minutes out of your day. I really enjoy my vaping lifestyle. Myself, I quit smoking just past my year, actually, a couple weeks ago. Smoke free for a year now. So go me. Awesome. Going to continue on vaping. I would cheers to it, but it's only 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so we're still drinking coffee. But let's get down into some detail now, guys. The first ban is the normal smoking ban. They call it a smoking ban, I guess, because it's going to make it so where you can't smoke, you can't vape. Not a really strong, big concern. It's not going to bother me if that happens. We got summer coming around the corner anyways, so if you guys can go outside instead of smoking inside the bars or restaurants or anywhere you can't smoke, you can't vape. So that's a pretty plain and simple one. They actually just had the meeting for it yesterday. They have not posted any outcome on that. I don't know if it's been extended, if anything happened. Apologize, but I don't have that news for you because it's only a day old, so I don't know exactly what happened as far as that one goes. The more important ones, the second ban, is the complete ban of e-cigarette fluid in New York State. That means you'll no longer be able to buy, sell, give away. They even went as far as giving away. You're not allowed to give it away. So if you had your own supplies and you're making your own juice, you can't give it to anybody legally. So that one puts us in a little bit of trouble. Like I said, I already told you what you can do. You got to call them up and tell them that you oppose the bans. But I'm going to tell you their reasoning for wanting to ban e-fluid. And the reason why they want to ban e-fluid is for the misuse of e-liquid. And I say misuse. They did not say misuse because they're not going to state that in there. But it is due to misusage of e-fluid or e-juice, whatever you'd like to call it, and not keeping them out of the reach of small children, pets, drinking it. One guy was stupid enough to say, hey, looks like a good thing to inject into my body. Let me suck some of this up and inject it. Well, he got nicotine poisoning and died. Obviously, liquid nicotine can be dangerous. It's meant for one purpose and one purpose only. It's meant for us to take this juice bottle here, excuse me, fill up our tanks, fill up our drippers, and vape it. That's the purpose for it. They come with child safety caps on them. They come with warning labels on them saying that they may contain nicotine, harmful, keep out of reach of children and or pets. They're saying they want to ban it due to the poisonings, that it is a poison that if you were come in contact with skin or if you were to drink it is possibly harmful or fatal if swallowed. Yes, it is. We already know that. Us vapors who use this properly will not run into any of those issues. But the easiest way we can do to fix this, just like any other thing out there that's harmful or fatal if swallowed, is to put a better warning label on it. That's all we have to do is tell them that all of the stuff that you're stating here with this poisoning problems, with the reach of problems, and getting it in the hands of kids, that's not the e-liquid's fault at all. That's just bad parenting. You're not going to let your kid run around with any type of chemicals they're not supposed to have. You wouldn't let them play with a bottle of Windex or a bottle of bleach and say, oh, here you go, Billy, you can have this, go play with it. Or I'm just going to leave it right here on the counter in a bottle-looking device just in case you felt like drinking something you're not supposed to have. That's just plain stupidity. Guys, it says keep out of reach of children for a reason. Yes, it can poison a small child. You always have to keep your fluids out of reach of children. It's really not a hard thing to do. I mean, if you have them, store them where your children can't get a hold of them. Just like your prescription, just like your cigarettes, just like your lighter. I mean, you wouldn't leave a lit cigarette sitting in the ashtray for your kid to grab a hold of it. No, you wouldn't do that if you're a responsible parent. And it's the same thing that goes with any type of thing like beer, alcohol, nicotine, fluid. It doesn't matter what it is. Any of those things could be, if improperly left unattended, a child could get a hold of it and drink it. Could this poison a small child? Absolutely. That's why you're supposed to keep it out of the reach of children. Now, like I said, they're all basing this on the poisonings and of what has happened with this fluid, due, in my opinion, and not my opinion, but the truth, to misusage of the fluid. If you use this properly, it's not going to poison you. It's not going to make you have problems or die. But the easiest way to say when you oppose this ban is that you can oppose the ban and use that as your basis and say, look, if there's a proper warning label on this saying harmful or fatal if swallowed, keep out of reach of children, contains nicotine, bam, problem solved. If this had that warning label back here on the back of this bottle right here, then they would not be able to say any of that stuff. So that bill to me is silly, that they think they can just ban it due to poisonings, which it could easily be negated by a warning label. A simple warning label. I mean, you see them all over the place, and warning labels still to me are only put on there from stupid people, which we're dealing with right now. Stupid people that want to inject this through a syringe and kill themselves because they thought it would be a good idea. That's where warning labels come from. Welcome to the great world of stupid people. Lots of them, like shampoo, conditioner, soap. Those three things have directions and warning labels on them. If you don't know how to use them, you shouldn't have them to begin with. I don't know, just me. Warning labels come from stupid people doing stupid things with things they're not supposed to do it with, which that's a long list of things. But we'll go back onto the bans. Now, after we got my opinions of warning labels out of the way, and stupid people. So here's to you, stupid people, for making our life more difficult. Damn you. So that pretty much covers the second ban, which I said is going to be banning the complete sale of e-fluid in general. No longer be able to be sold in New York. So we need to hop to it and get on there as well. Now you can only call these numbers once. Every ban lists the same senators that you're going to call. So in your phone call, you need to give them all your reasons for your call, which means you got to cover all 3 bans in the same phone call. You can't go to one ban, call the number, go to the next ban, call the number. You can only call one time. It's just like voting. It's pretty much just like voting. You're only allowed to vote once. You can only oppose a bill once. But the more people that we call, the more people that we can get doing it, the more that we're going to make a difference. And this is the only thing we can do to stop the bans from happening. So the next one on the list is labeling e-cigarettes as a tobacco product, and also imposing a 75 to 95% sales tax. That's a lot. Now, just to put this in perspective here, what would happen? It would probably triple to quadruple the price of, say, a 30 ml bottle. Queen City Vapor, we sell ours for $17.50 for a 30 ml bottle. You're looking at probably paying $75 to $90 for a 30 ml bottle, and I know nobody wants to pay that amount of money, and really don't want people to get discouraged and go back to smoking cigarettes. I'm definitely not going to go back to smoking cigarettes, and I hope nobody else does. So we need to hop to it, guys. Get on there, make these phone calls, take 20 minutes out of your day, leave a short, brief message, tell them how vaping has changed your life and how this would really be detrimental to the vaping community if this tax was imposed. This is not a nicotine. This is a nicotine product. It's not a tobacco product. Just because it looks like smoking doesn't mean it is smoking. I mean, they came out with those Nicotrol inhalers back in the day, and you drag on those just like a cigarette. Granted, they look like you're a tampon, but you're sucking nicotine like you were smoking, but you got no vapor, but you still had nicotine. But that's not a tobacco product. No, so neither should this be. Just because you get the added effect of having vapor, which simulates smoke, just to give you a more real feeling of smoking, but yet we're on a healthier alternative. So those are the ban, guys. That's right now is what is going on. Like I said, you go to kazaa.org, over on the right-hand side of the page, click on the bans, it'll list all your numbers, and also down at Queen City Vapor, the one person they did not list on there on Kazaa was our actual senator of Western New York. And on an awesome note, he is against every one of these bans. We have his number down at Queen City Vapor in the pamphlets with everybody else's number, but he could be a great supporter for us because he is for e-cigarettes. Awesome. Thank you. So when we call and leave a message for him, the more people we can leave a message on him. And he'll also, obviously he's for vaping, doesn't want these bans to go through. So he's going to be our number one priority to call, and definitely leave a message with him. Get on there to oppose the bans with him. He'll take the whole list to the Senate and say, look, we got all these people vaping, loving it, hate cigarettes, it improves their lifestyle, improves their health, they're doing great. Here you go. And that's what's going to happen. It's just like voting, guys. The more people we have opposed these bans, then there we go. We'll be able to nip this thing right out. We'll be able to continue on vaping. We'll be able to have our same prices on fluid. We won't have any ban issues. Besides the smoking ban, which is probably going to pass, if you want my real opinion. It probably will, because it's still kind of frowned upon where you can't smoke, you can't vape. Some people see it as smoking from a distance, and it causes a little bit of controversy. That's really not the main point of why that one's going to get banned. The main point of why it's going to get banned is because of people taking advantage and thinking, hey, it's not smoking, I can do it wherever the hell I want. And we've had a lot of jerk people that have been doing that and taking advantage of vaping in places where you really shouldn't. I mean, if you had a little bit of just common courtesy, but there's a lot of people out there who just want to do what they want, and I think that's the main reason why that'll be passed. And it'll probably be passed like worldwide, where you can't smoke, or where you can't smoke, you can't vape. So that pretty much covers the bans, guys. I gave you guys what you had to do, what you got to call. and get things going on that aspect. Moving on, quick segment on what's new at Queen City Vapor. Got a few things new, a couple new flavors. We got a Turkish Delight. Turkish Delight is a Turkish tobacco blend mixed with a 7-leaf tobacco. If you like the more tobacco stimulated juice, this was a great one for you. It's a nice, strong, assertive flavor, but it's not overpowering, and it's got a nice, smooth Turkish finish. A lot of people have said it tastes just like Turkish tobacco. So if you guys sound something interesting to you, go down and try that one out. Or if you're previously using the Marv Smoke that we also carry, this one may be even more, cigarette-like, or maybe even more to your flavor. Like I said, taste and suggestive is suggested to everybody. Taste and flavor. Everybody's got a different palate when it comes to this stuff, but that's just my opinion on it. I thought it was quite tasty. Not something I could vape all the time because I don't use the tobacco stuff. But the other one we got, which was our flavor contest winner, which was John McIntyre. Congratulations to him. He came up with a nice mixture of pineapple orange, and the name of that one is Pineapple Express. That's what he chose for the name. That's what it's called. So if you guys are looking for that, it's a great flavor. It's a nice fruity blend between orange and pineapple. Real crisp, clean inhale, nice smooth finish. Great, great, great all-day vape. So if you guys are interested in that, stop down and check it out. Full in stock right now. All nicotine levels, all size bottles. So if you guys have been waiting for that, I know it's been a little while. We had a back order, but it's there now, and we'll continue to keep it in stock. Also, we have t-shirts down there. They say Keep Calm, Vape On, with the Queen City Vapor logo on the bottom to support your local store and support some vaping. Go down there and pick up yourself a t-shirt. We got them in men's and women's in 3 or 4 different colors, from small, medium, large, extra large. So if you guys want to stop down, get a shirt, support our store, support Queen City Vapor, be awesome. Stop down there and get that. Another thing we got was what I'm vaping on right here. I've had the MVP for a while, but this is a K-Fun. K-Fun 3.1 clone. Absolutely awesome, awesome, awesome device. One of the best vapes I've ever had. If you guys have experience already building coils, or you've been building on a dripper, or know how to build your basic microcoil, this would be amazing, amazing, amazing for you. This has a tank in it. It's an RTA, which is a rebuildable tank atomizer. There's quite a few pieces to this. I can't break it down right now because, like I said before, I really don't have the equipment to do that for you guys because my camera is not like the greatest thing in the world. But it's an RTA. Great, great, great consistent vape. The flavor on this thing is amazing. We sell them down at Queen City Vapor. They're right around $70. Yeah, I know it's a little up there, but they're well worth it. If you don't have any experience building coils or a microcoil, you have no idea what I'm talking about right now, this is probably not the tank for you. But for your rebuildable guys out there, or your drippers out there, who are looking for a really nice vape and not having to drip all the time, this thing holds pretty much about, I think, pretty close to 4 mil, 3.5, 4 mil. And it is exceptional. It vapes great. The flavor is amazing. If you keep your coils well intact and you change your wick when you need to change the wick, you'll have a consistent great vape every time you vape off this thing. It's got an adjustable airflow here on the side. There's a screw there. If you want to make your draw tighter, you screw it in. If you want it wide open, you back it out. But I'm telling you, ever since I've got this thing, I haven't put it down. I still use my drippers, still like them, but this is like your great on-the-go device. Or I keep my little bit maybe stronger, harsher flavors in here in the tank. It tones it down a bit, smooths it out, makes it a lot more enjoyable to vape. You see it produces great vapor. I got a 1.5 ohm coil in here right now, running at like 4.2 volts. Might be a little high for some people, but I like a stronger vape, and it's just working exceptionally well. And when you buy this, let me grab this really quick. When you buy this, it comes with this nice case right here. This nice blue zipper case. I don't really have much in here right now. I've been keeping my tools and stuff in there. It comes with a little tool kit. It comes with your stainless steel tank adapter. It comes with a drip tip adapter. And also you get a clear tank that's on the device when you get it. I actually ruined my clear tank just because I wasn't used to paying attention to what fluids I put in where, because I've been using a dripper. And I put a highly citrus flavor in my tank, and it clouded and broke. Similar to your Fireball, it'll do the same thing. So I got the stainless steel tank on there now, which looks nice, but you can't tell how much fluid you got left in there. You just kind of have to go by flavor and taste and see if it's low. So that's the K-Fun 3.1, guys. If you want a more descriptive breakdown of this device and you're interested in it, you come down and see me at the store, and I'll be glad to show you again exactly what you got to be working with when you have the device, and a couple tips and tricks to make it work really well for you. So if you're interested in that, we have them down there, full in stock. Stop down, check them out. Like I said, if you guys are experienced builders, it'd be a great tank for you. If you're looking for that flavor and vapor production, you get out of your dripper and you want a tank so you don't have to drip as much, this would be an awesome, awesome, awesome way to go. But if you're not into that stuff, then it may not be the tank for you. But it is a newer addition to the Queen City Vapor stock that we have down at the store. So that's my my go around on the K-Fun 3.1. Said it's amazing, amazing, amazing. Everybody's raved about them. Everybody said they were great. It's one of the best vapes they ever had. And a lot of the hype about a lot of things aren't true, but this one, it's definitely is true. And I'll stand behind it, in my opinion, and say it is definitely one of the best vapes I've ever had. It's so consistent. It's great. So that's pretty much all I got for this. Welcome back to the Man Cave. Thanks again for my fellow subscribers and my followers, guys. I really appreciate the support. I've gotten a lot of compliments on my videos. A lot of people have found my videos very helpful, and I greatly appreciate that, guys. Once again, please, if you got time and you got to take a few minutes out of your day, call and get these bans opposed. That's what this main video is about. That's what we really need to do right now. We need to put a lot of focus and concern into getting this taken care of, and then let the dust settle so we can continue on vaping and having a great time with a vaping thing, improving our lifestyle, not smoking nasty cigarettes anymore. So thanks again, guys, for hanging in there with the video. I know it's a little bit longer, but I had a lot to cover. Thanks again so much, guys, for stopping by Man Cave Vapes. We'll see you again.